Okay, so welcome Sabine, and thank you so much for doing this little recording with me today. So Sabine was one of my fabulous masterminders on my very first round of the Own It Masterminds, and she created some epic results during our time together. So today I just really wanted, for those of you who maybe see me talking about my mastermind and maybe you're interested, I wanted to give you a little glimpse at the kind of results that someone who's truly committed and totally in their zone of genius can get, so that you can hear it from Sabine's perspective. And I'd also love Sabine to share a bit of her business and what she's creating with you. So Sabine, welcome. Hello. Do you want to
Hi Claire, thank
tell
you.
everyone, thank you for being here. Do you want to tell everyone just a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so yeah, I'm Sabine Matharu, and I am a purpose and business growth strategist, and I help women monetize their passion and turn them into thriving businesses. And I am the founder of Reach for Greatness, and also the Greatness Club, and I'm running a Greatness TV now as well. So there's quite a few different things I've actually been able to create during my time with Claire as well. So it's literally been epic. It's been epic because it was just a couple of months ago when we met at an event, and where I was literally, I had no confidence, I had no direction, and I felt totally lost in my business. But I knew, deep inside me, I had everything that was going for me. I mean, I have already had a very successful career in the corporate world, and I'm a project manager by heart. So I love bringing people together, networking and teaching and training. That's really my passion. But it's about making it work so that it actually resonates with my target audience and attracts people naturally to me. That was actually literally the gap. And I had some really bad experiences with previous coaches that actually told me to go and just follow that blueprint and do these Facebook ads. And some of the things that I implemented didn't actually resonate with who I was. And I never really connected that much with my energy and my own sort of intuition and my magic, which you really brought out, which you really, brought back into my life and into my business, which then totally exploded. And as you know, within like 3 months, I built this empire of different income streams and my offers, and I managed to attract over 300 amazing entrepreneurial women.
Yeah.
That meant actually over 100 paying clients out of the 300.
Yeah.
I am also running online speed networking events for free. So if anyone wants to come along, you're always welcome. Absolutely. It's called the Greatness Speed Networking. And of course, I'm also doing the TV, because my 3 things that I've, realized through working with you, the 3 things that are really important to me in my business and helping the women that come and seek support is about personal growth, it's about visibility and collaboration. And that's what I stand for, because I believe those 3 things need to be in a business in order to be able to grow. And I wasn't visible to start with. I was just doing video, watching videos on it, and not really implementing and then not going out, because I wanted to be perfect. And that's something that really helped me to say, well, do you need to be perfect, or do you want to be a real person? You want to, be approachable and be vulnerable. And you helped me really crack that nut.
Oh, thank you. And as you say, I mean, you created some fabulous things during the time together. And I think watching you over the course of the mastermind, seeing you literally unleashing your magic, seeing you starting to trust yourself, really build that confidence in terms of all the skills that you already had, everything that you already had within you, and it was just about really pulling them out, and you feeling free with creating that and enjoying creating that and allowing yourself to be more you in your business, and all of those things did make a huge impact to you getting those amazing results that you got. Absolutely. And coming from that space of, I remember some of our conversations around, well, how would you love to do this? How do you take like your zone of genius and turn this in a way? And that's when you came up with the Greatness Club, right? And some of the other bits, which was absolutely just so aligned for you, which is why it exploded and why you've had this incredible success that I know is just going to build and build and build. So it's been amazing watching you really take on board all of this. And I've also seen you work your arse off. Like, you've been so committed to getting these results. You deserve it in every single way possible, and I love that. So what I'd love you to do, if you don't mind, is for those people who've maybe like looked at the Own It Mastermind and thought about it, what are the things that really helped you in it? Oh, sorry, that's my dog. That really helped you in it, and that you loved about being part of that mastermind.
Yeah, I mean, firstly, as I already said, I have been in many, many programs before where I was just watching pre-recorded videos and I didn't get that live feedback, and I was just kind of one in so many people, and I just didn't get that one-to-one attention that I needed. So that I totally got from your mastermind. I really appreciated that, you went with the flow as well. Like, wherever we needed, you actually came up with that content at the right time, and you were very, very flexible, and it's a mix of course, there's just days when you really struggle with your mindset and you need someone to actually lift you up and bring you back into that positive sort of place where you actually believe in yourself again. But then there are other times when I was stuck with the strategy. And how do I move forward? How do I respond to this situation? And the beauty was that I just sort of messaged you sometimes, and we had left each other some voice messages. Absolutely. And I got that feedback. And I don't know how many people actually go over and beyond that. How many other programs and coaches have not seen that. And that's been so wonderful. And to know that you had my back every step of the way, whatever I needed. So it was so brilliant. I mean, it was just so versatile.
I love that. And it warms my heart hearing you say that, because when I'm creating any program, but especially this mastermind, I created basically the program that I wanted to have for myself. Yeah. And I was like, what support do I really want that I feel like quite often I haven't had? And it really was that person who I can message and say, hey, I'm just stuck with this, help me. And it was that person who would be flexible around how they help me and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's great hearing that feedback from you.
Exactly, because some coaches, they actually just ask you a question back. They don't give you the answer. They say, well, you got to find your own solution. It's like, but hang on, I'm stuck. I want an answer.
Yeah.
Give me some direction, or let's explore this, right?
Absolutely. So it's kind of the coaching aspect, but also kind of me actually being able to, because my expertise, say, hey, like, have you tried this? Have you thought about that? Maybe tweak this.
Exactly.
Because, as you say, when you stuck,
so it wasn't forceful in that sense, like, oh, you must follow this step. It was still, flowing, and still made me feel that I could actually create within what I wanted. Because sometimes you feel like you're restricted, like you must implement what your coach says, otherwise, you're not gonna get to your success. That was not the case with you. It was pretty much like, let's create and see what happens and tweak and what feels right for you, kind of thing. So, and of course you gave me some insights, some ideas as well that I could use. So it was really wonderful. It was very I can't say relaxing, but it made me feel at ease to be in this community. And also the other masterminders, all the ladies are just so super amazing. And we had this friendship and this, the understanding. And of course, we then met in person as well, which was so super powerful. And we're still friends, right? We're all still friends, which is fabulous.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And I love that. And I think that's one of the lovely things that make it even more powerful, that group of amazing women that you have surrounding you that also lift you up and support each other, so that you're not on that journey yourself, you're on that journey with other people, and you realize some of those things that are going on for you, everybody else is experiencing them. So instead of them feeling like this big, like, eek, this is just me, there's something wrong with me, it allows you to go, oh, like, this is normal, this is great. now, and because you haven't got that same hold on it, makes it just feel so much easier to then move past it, doesn't it?
Exactly. And what I also loved, and I must say this because everyone was at a different pace or different place in their business, from really early starting and maybe already knowing one or two things about email marketing or what have you, but it didn't feel like it was like a basic class or a too advanced class. It just gelled. We all gelled in a way that we could learn from each other, and we kind of motivated each other as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and that's again, one of the things that's really important for me, meeting everyone where they're at and being able to give you that individual support to stretch you wherever you're at. And it's quite nice, I think, to have people in different stages of the business, so that a mastermind isn't like, we're going to get you specifically from here to here, but it's about where are you at and how do we grow you in that alignment, in that flow, having fun, because that's massively important for me. We don't want to create another job that we dislike. We want to create like a freedom-based business that we love. So yeah.
Absolutely 100%.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you for sharing that. Have you got, for anyone who's been thinking about it, who's been on the fence, have you got any kind of words of advice, any thoughts, anything else you'd like to share around the mastermind before we talk a bit more about what you've created?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would say, I mean, I've spent a lot of money in coaching. So I can tell you, this was actually my best experience. And I have worked with coaches that, like the big names out there, which you think they've got all the systems and they've got all the quality training and all of that set up, but they don't have that soft touch that you have, and they're not approachable. So you were, as I said, approachable, and I could have that one-to-one conversation with you, and I feel like even when we were in a group call, we'd have had fun, and I was always looking forward to those group calls. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, another call, I've got to spend another hour in the training. Do you know what I mean? It was that sort of thing. It was an experience. So had I known you before, you would have actually saved me a lot of time and money. I would have not bought into previous coaches, you know, and I would wish for every woman to, you know, to come to you and not having to go through exactly that.
Oh, thank you very much.
Pain, I guess.
Thank you. You have no idea how just massively grateful I am. They're beautiful words, and it makes such a big difference to me, because I do love what I do, and I do really care about every single person that I work with massively, maybe too much. But so it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me to hear that, but also it means a lot to me to watch what you've created. So I'd love you to share a little bit more, because I think people might watch this and they're like, oh, she's interesting, I want to see what else you do, because you really have created some very unique things in your business, and some fabulous experiences for people. So do you want to talk a little bit more about those things that you have created, in case people want to come and check you out and find out a bit more?
I can keep it really concise, because there's so many different angles and different things, of course. So yeah, I mean, Reach for Greatness, really, it's come from a point of helping primarily women at this stage. I know men need help as well. It's about creating, reaching for greatness in life. It's about, yes, building a business if you want to do so, and sort of get out of the rat race, or if you're feeling unfulfilled, or you just want to be your own boss and unleash your magic. That's one side. But then I also recognize there's another side, and you know, we're both parents, so you know, for us, family is really important. So there are other aspects of how we can reach for greatness. It's about being a good parent, being a good wife, being, you know, a good woman altogether. And for that, the aspects for me was, yes, business, but it's also the other stuff, like the parenting, the wellness, the food. So what I do, the main thing that I've created is the club, the Greatness Club, which is a paid membership, where you learn about one aspect in business every month in detail, and I make sure you implement that as well. So it consists of a detailed what do you call it, a detailed workshop. Then you get a workbook, because I'm all about, you must implement, write things down, so it's easy to do, right? And then a Q&A of an expert. So this is brilliant, because I can now collaborate with experts and bring people in that have much more, you know, knowledge. Like, for example, branding. So I'll get someone in who's a designer and who knows exactly about branding and colors. So like this month we've got the theme of branding. So we've got that Q&A and that coaching as well. And then it's about the implementation, and share in the group what you've actually done, and then we'll help you tweak, which is just amazing. And this is all under £50 a month at this moment in time. You know, so you could potentially get everything done in your business, and also have aspects of, you know, people coming in to do some mindset stuff. We've got a yoga teacher. We've got a lady who does the money mindset. I've got a lady who does energetic clearing. So you got both. And I also had people talk about parenting. So the material's all there, right? So that's my flagship program, as you say. And I'm really proud of that, because I can include also, the collaboration, getting speakers in as well. And that means that people don't need to actually go and buy other memberships or many different memberships. If they want to know about Facebook ads, right, you'd have to go and buy a Facebook ad kind of membership. But then we're talking about Facebook ads then in the marketing, which is in the next month, right? And all the replays are available as well. And so then you have
one-stop shop.
Yeah, you have Facebook ad strategists coming in and doing a Q&A and looking at your ads, if you like, right? But then also I've created a platform for visibility and collaboration, which will actually help the women in the club to be visible and to go out there and share their experience with others. And it's that platform, which is the Reach for Greatness TV, which is twice a month, a show where I have a number of guests. And we just stream into Facebook, and we've got thousands of views already. You know, more and more people are joining every single time with an episode. And I've done like 15 episodes now, which like had about 100 women on the show by now. And the most recent project is actually I've launched a book, because I had a dream. Like I woke up, I need to write a book. The greatness stories of 100 women entrepreneurs that have achieved greatness or are in the process of reaching for greatness. And it's about sharing the stories in the book, because I know a lot of women actually want to write their own book, but it can be quite a big sort of project, and you need to write quite a lot to actually, and know as well how you're going to publish that book. And this is what I provide as sort of I've engaged publishers, I've engaged editors, we're doing launches together. So there's an opportunity to collaborate on the book, and basically the contributor just pays the basic sort of package to actually be included, and then they'll get their bio, they get a picture and a link to their business as well. And it's massive visibility. It's massive.
Absolutely, it's fabulous. I love it.
And hopefully, like, you know, I can come back at some point, because we've got like a big publication is going to write about us.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. So that's even more PR for the whole project. But the first 25 women are already there. So the first book's going to be out very soon. And the wait list for the next books is open as well. So anyone who wants to jump in,
absolutely
find me online.
Yes. So much good stuff happening, and it's all so exciting. And as I say, you know, I just think I love the action that you take, what you've created, how you've created it from that place of discovering your genius and just where your magic lies and unleashing that. So yeah, massive well done. It's fabulous.
Thank you so much for opening that Pandora's box for me, because it was all in there, and it's like
absolutely was
all came out, right? All came out.
yeah. Okay, any last words? Where do people find you?
So you can find me under Sabine Matharu on Facebook, or Reach for Greatness on a Facebook business page, or www.reachforgreatness.co.uk.
Awesome. I hope you've all enjoyed listening to us today. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below, or feel free to ping us. Thank you, Sabine, so much for hopping on. And if you've got any questions specifically about the mastermind, I'm always here to answer them as well. Okay, that's it for now.
Thank you so much, Claire. I totally appreciate the work that you do. You're absolutely wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sabine.